Here goes a clip I'd like to share with you. With my good friend Donna Brazile, just joking, not my friend. She gave me palm tree level shade last time I saw her.
Former DNC Chair Donna Brazile, former RNC Chair and Trump White House Chief of Staff Ryan Priebus. Thank you both for joining us this morning. Donna, let me begin with you. That call from President Trump blaming the crash perhaps on diversity initiatives was echoed by other members of his cabinet. Your reaction?
Well, as you well know, George, politics has no place whatsoever at a crash scene, especially this tragedy. At a time like this, we want a president to help us mourn and grieve, to show compassion, to comfort those who are right now just trying to figure things out.
Yeah, we don't want nobody to talk about what caused the crash. Last thing we want is people talking about what happened. Why would we want to know how it happened? Yeah, why would we be concerned with causes? Just had one of the most horrific plane crashes. That's 50 years, right? And you don't want them to talk about like what may have caused it. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think Trump should have said DEI in this conversation at all, if he wasn't going to be very specific. Because all it does is open up a lane for Donna Brazile and other Democrats to come out here and say he meant black. But his ass did not mean black. Hell, man, only like 3% of people in aviation are black. Okay, so there ain't no black people in aviation like that. I think it's like 2%. And by the way, when you watch TV and you see Denzel flying planes and shit, that's Hollywood. When you see, for the record, when you watch the movie and you see black professionals and all these jobs, every other movie has a black person leading a law firm or black woman working at the top of a law firm or top physician or whatever. Be recognized, that's Hollywood. They wanted to do that because they like giving a facade of inclusion for black Americans. But that's bullshit. Only like 2% of male doctors are black. Only 2% of female lawyers are black women. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all bullshit. So when Trump said DEI, he wasn't talking about you in relation to aviation, because there's not enough of us in it. Everything is not black versus white. And there's some things that are black versus white. Okay? That time Mike Tyson knocked out that white boy, he beat the shit up. That was black versus white. Okay? Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, Ebony Ivory, black versus white. There are a lot of things black versus white, but not this. Okay? Not this at all. And also, let me also say this. I watched the entire press conference. I'm betting 98% of people that talk about this issue, about the press conference after the crash, the DC crash of the airliner versus the Black Hawk helicopter, they didn't watch the entire press conference. Trump distinctly said he felt the problem was the Black Hawk helicopter pilot.
What you did have is you had vision. The helicopter had vision of the plane because you had vision of it all the way, perfect vision of it all the way from at Kennedy Center where the tape was taken. And for some reason, there weren't adjustments made. Again, you could have slowed down the helicopter substantially. You could have stopped the helicopter. You could have gone up. You could have gone down. You could have gone straight up, straight down. You could have turned. You could have done a million different maneuvers. For some reason, it just kept going and then made a slight turn at the very end. And by that time, it was too late.
He talked for 45 minutes, and anybody knows Trump he only about 15% of what he says is germane to the conversation. The rest is just him spitballing and freestyling. He go up once he looks away at his teleprompter, he liable to say anything. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. But what I'm saying is, he distinctly said he felt it was the helicopter pilot that was in error. He thought it was a line of sight. You should have been able to see that airliner in front of you. It does not mean he is Saint Trump. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. He is not a saint. Okay? But our media is much worse, and the Democratic Party is worse than Trump. Okay? Worse. It was very refreshing to hear a president be as direct as Trump was, and to speak about a crash and talk like a person, like a human being, unlike Biden. We just had a corpse as a president who would come out and say nothing. Zero. Bunch of bullshit. So, I still enjoyed Trump's press conference regarding the crash much more than I'm sure I would have enjoyed, and as far as enjoy, felt that the sentiments were real. And other than him throwing in the DEI shit, a couple petty shots at Biden I didn't think were necessary. Other than those two things, it was good.
When I heard the president, after just a few words where he talked about unity, and then he started to pivot to politics, to laying this on President Obama, President Biden, and then, of course, the real appalling insult on DEI, diversity, which includes every American, women, minorities, people with disabilities.
Then why do y'all act like he's talking about black people? Why is all of this seem like it's focused on black people and against white people? Why does I want us to boycott Walmart and Target then? Why is B, what's her name, B something? Why are they trying to make us stop buying her shit? Why, if this is against everybody? If cutting DEI policies is a slight to the entire country, why do we need it? Look, listen, man. If everybody gets a gold star, let's stop giving out gold stars. I don't understand it. Like, I'm serious. If everybody gets a gold star, how does this help anybody? And if you take it away, how does it hurt anybody? If everybody is, okay, we're not going to boost anyone. We were boosting everyone. Now let's stop boosting everyone. Let's boost no one. Okay, if that's the case, how does that hurt us or help us? If you were boosting everyone, is this making any sense? Is this coming through? Is this ringing true? You understand what I'm saying? If the program was helping everyone, and if you stop the program, it helps no one. Why is corporate America and the Democrats so invested on making black people be the face of fighting this thing? What are we, your puppy dogs? Your attack dogs? Arr. That's what they want us to be. They want us to be attack dogs, Johnson. That's what you are. You are their beast of burden. You will forever be their cotton pickers. Explain it to me. Somebody break it down for me. Make it so I can understand. Make it very basic. Go ahead and throw a rock and hit one of these. Throw a rock and hit one of these liberal Democrats, and have them explain it to me. Why should I give a shit about a program that didn't benefit us, that benefited the entire country, and we're the ones on the bottom? Why should I give a shit about that program going away if we weren't really benefiting? Now to say if somebody come to my house, I should get them the hell out. But if somebody come at everybody's house, shouldn't everybody go get them? Or just say, hey, we got an open house one day a week. I don't know. I'm just saying, because I'm trying to understand what the argument has been. Don't make sense. It helps everybody. How do you help everybody? If this is what the policy has been under Biden for the last 4 years, why was inflation so high? Maybe because he was helping everybody. I don't know. So you mean to tell me for the last 4 years, these DEI processes have been in place, right? Why was the country in the shitter then? Why were we circling the bowl for 4 years? If that's the case, I'm just asking, Johnson, if these policies were great and they helped us, all of us, why were all of us eating hot dogs with no buns for the last one? I'm trying to understand, Johnson. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm going from? Well, I'm going here with this. Think. Use your brain for something than holding up a hat.
To ensure that no American is ever left behind, that we enlarge the pool of qualified individuals to work in and out of government, in the private sector. DEI is a tool that enables the government or corporations or individuals to open the door, to remove barriers, to bring in the best and the brightest.
Well,
this is not an attack on the American people. Here's the deal. This is an opportunity for every American to participate in the greatness of our great, wonderful nation. It is not about discrimination, but when you target people, when you say that people, simply because of the way they look or how they walk or who they love, are not qualified to do the jobs, it is not true. And look.
That's why they're not qualified, because of the way they look. That's why they're not qualified. I'm not sure if that's the reason why.
50, 60 years, the American people have really worked hard to ensure that no American is ever left behind, that we enlarge the pool of qualified individuals to work in and out of government, in the private sector. DEI is a tool that enables the government or corporations or individuals to open the door, to remove barriers, to bring in the best and the brightest.
Well,
this is not an attack on the American people.
Here's the deal.
This is an opportunity for every American to participate in the great.
I don't get it, Johnson. Who does DEI help? It helps bring in the best people. How? How?
Greatness of our great, wonderful nation. It is not about discrimination, but when you target people, when you say that people, simply because of the way they look or how they walk or who they love, are not qualified to do the jobs, it is not true. And
she said because of how they walk or how they love. I think I know what you're talking about. Some of this is because of what people said about Kamala Harris. People are still trading on the Kamala Harris loss. The Democrats are still butthurt because we didn't accept Kamala as to be the next president. You know that's what it is, right? I mean, that's really what it is. The Democrats are still stinging over the laws they took. Kamala Harris should have never been vice president, let alone the president. I don't know what bullshit, like, you could make up in your mind any scenario you want. But at the end of the day, Kamala Harris wasn't popular enough to win her own state. That's really why she dropped out of the race in 2020. So, bearing that in mind, the fact that she was unable to become president should not shock anyone. And when you tell people, I'm a hire a black woman, and then you go hire a black woman, they could say, it seems like you only did this because she was black, because she was a black woman, because you said it. Now, you and I know she ain't a black woman. Because she is Indian Asian woman whose father's from Jamaica. But since she got brown skin, everybody says she a black woman and she DEI. It was also because she sucked. Right now, CBS has got a lawsuit because of Donald Trump suing them over them doctoring a video interview with Kamala Harris where they tried to make her look better than she was. Where they cooked the books, they cooked the tape so she would sound coherent when she's not. To answer basic questions. She was a horrible candidate, a horrible campaigner when you consider these things. But the Democrats are so butthurt that people called her a DEI hire. Well, they could have just said, look, it wasn't just DEI. Yes, if she was that brown skinned and female, I don't think Biden would have chosen her. I don't know why Democrats would have lied when they know that's the case. But the other side of it is, she was also chosen because of political reasons. She was chosen because without black women being fully on board with Joe Biden, he would never have had a chance to win. Okay? Black women strong-armed the Democratic Party. Democratic Party, they were like, look, you put Obama in there, a black woman better be coming soon. And that's what they did. But that's not just DEI, that's also politics. Biden did that as a selfish reason. He did it for his own intentions. Not just DEI is not for your own intentions. In my understanding of DEI is that for your own personal gain. That's why he did it. Not to adhere to some thing, but also that's part of it, but it was more like, I want to appease these voters who are going to come out and vote for me, and they want to see a black woman on the ticket. That's called politics. Politicians do that all the time. That's why Obama went and got Biden. Brown-looking person went and got an old Confederate guy who loved locking up black people. Went and got this older white guy with a sketchy past when it comes to the blacks and incarceration rates. Why? What was that? Reverse DEI? Why'd he go do that? So both sides of this are full of shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I think it's undeniable that both sides are full of shit. For some reason, some people don't want to accept that. But I want to clear it up for you. So the Democrats are really still pissed off about Kamala losing, and they don't know how to deal with it. So all they're doing is lashing out at this term DEI. Unfortunately, we don't have enough people that are willing to say Kamala deserved to lose because she sucked. She wasn't good enough to beat Trump. I don't think anybody on the Democratic roster was good enough to beat Trump. The Democrats are unpopular. You need to be somewhat popular in order to win if you're running as the party person. Trump is not running as a party person. Anyway, I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk anymore. Shut up, Tim. Let's keep going. Who cares?
Look, this is Black History Month. But Black History Month cannot be celebrated without talking about American history, because it's history we've all made. And that once again, we see an administration that is saying, no, we're not going to have these celebrations anymore. We're not going to acknowledge the pain and suffering, the Holocaust. This is not who we are as Americans. We are bigger than this. We want a country as good as it's promised.
Man, I want us to fix today. Yeah, man, like, look, maybe this is wrong, maybe you don't agree with this, but I really want us to fix today and the future going forward. That's really what I want. I know it's selfish, but I'm looking at Black America with the wide wealth gap between Black America and white America. I'm looking at the poverty line. I'm looking at incarceration rates. I'm looking at all these things that are happening. Yeah, I'm sure in Black History Facts. Follow me on Facebook as Real Tim Black, and on X as Real Tim Black as well. But I want us to really focus on what's going on now and moving Black people forward and up, off the bottom in this country. So yeah, I get it. I get that you want to remember the past. But I don't want to just stay stuck in the past. I want us to look forward to what we're going to do going forward. And that's what it should be. And look, so, and as far as I know, Trump is not issuing any guidance to not have Black History Month. I mean, it is Black History Month. Who gives a shit what the country does? Like, I didn't give a shit if Biden made Juneteenth a holiday. Who really gives a damn? No one cared. It's Black History Month, Donna. Yay! We still on the bottom, Donna. How does that change our material condition in this country? If having Black History Month help Black people get more money, help Black people be more successful as far as being able to feed their families, if it closed the racial wealth gap, wouldn't it already be closed? Obviously, these things, I'm not saying they don't have any impact, but their impact is marginal, because look at where we are and look at all the shit that's been in place. So why would I be upset about things going away that obviously have not helped us? We need to be talking about the things we need to add to. Not be crying about things going away that are part of the things that aren't working for us. It's not working for us. It ain't working for us. Goofy. It's not. Or we'd already be doing better. A migrant comes into this country. If they keep their nose clean in 5 years, they have more wealth than us. What are you talking about? We need to do this and we need to do that. We need to hold on to this, hold on to that. I can see if it was helping us. You got us holding. It's like we're in a lake. We're in the ocean. Treading water, trying to stay alive, and you want to hold a bunch of suitcases full of toys and trinkets that have nothing to do with us floating. And I'm saying, let's get a boat over here. Let's get some life jackets. And you want to want to hold on to these suitcases full of clippings, news clippings that do nothing for us. Now, it's fine if you want to wax poetic and have conversations with your child. I talked to my grandparents about Black history. That's fine. But the Democratic Party needs to be focused on the damn lifeboats. Be focused on the water vest, the life-saving vest. Be focused on that shit. Because all the stuff that you, the NAACP, the Congressional Black Caucus have been focused on hasn't saved us. But that's just too real. That makes too much sense. Which really makes me question how much you guys are really concerned with actually helping Black people. Because how can I have these ideas if you not?
I believe that I agree with some of what Donna just said. I mean,
well, thank you.
A lot of it. I mean, yes, we need to give people opportunities that wouldn't have had opportunities, but we can't give people favoritism. And there's a big difference between giving, a lawyer an opportunity, because people can pick and choose whoever lawyer they want to hire. There are standards for, taking the bar exam, accreditation, and you go interview the lawyer and you hire a lawyer. But it's another thing if you're on an airplane and you have DEI initiatives that may have given preferential preference to someone sitting in a control tower.
That's not
I'm
how
not
it
saying
works.
it's true,
That's not how it works.
All I'm saying, Don, is there's a difference between opportunity, which I agree with, and favoritism. That's all we're saying.
Well, I just want to reassure the American people that flying is safe. I've been on airplanes all my adult life.
That got nothing to do with anything. It's the perception. And the Democrats are losing the perception game. You're losing the culture war, the perception game, the messaging game. You're just losing badly.